Okay, welcome, my sensations. Come on in, come on in, come on in, and hit the like, share, and subscribe button on the way in, you guys. Okay, we are definitely going to get right to it. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the disclaimer. This site is for education and entertainment purposes, and everything that I say after this, you guys, is allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Um, yeah, so there's been a lot going on, you all, and I was going to do this video yesterday, but so much I've had deaths on both sides. On my side of the family, I lost a cousin, and then also on my kids' father's side of the family, lost a cousin last night as well. Prayers up, you guys, because it's a lot. So this is why I didn't do the video on yesterday. Okay, so we got some things to talk about, you guys, and I'm disturbed on one of the topics, which is the justice for Jelani Day, you all, and we're going to get to that as well. Before we get to that, we have Joel Osteen to talk about, and we also have the shooting that took place in St. Paul, Minnesota, over the weekend as well, that left one dead and 14 injured, you guys. So, and then we also have just a free topic to where if whatever that comes to mind that I want to talk about after that, I'm going to talk about. Okay. So that's what this show is going to be about today. So I want to thank all my subs for subscribing. My new subs coming in. I see you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, I see the content coming in as well, you all. If you have content, and again, if you want to share, you can reach out to me on DM me on IG at Cynt Said It, or you can email me at cyntsaidit@gmail.com, you guys. If you have content you want to share, because my sensations do share content, and I love it. I thank you all, and I appreciate you all. Welcome. Shout out to Miss Nisha D in the building. Yes, my moderator. Shout out to Quisha in the building. Yes, everyone. You guys come on in. Come on in the building. Yes. And definitely, again, please hit that like button as you enter or pass by. Absolutely. Okay. So without further ado, you guys, let's get to it. The first thing I am going to talk about is going to be the shooting that took place in St. Paul, Minnesota, you guys, that left 14, one dead and 14 injured. So I'm going to share my screen so that we can take a look at it, see what's going on, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So right here, we said there is okay, so the police in St. Paul, Minnesota, you guys, have arrested 3 people after a shootout at a bar early Sunday, and they killed 1 woman and injured at least 14 people. Okay, so St. Paul Police Chief Todd Extel announced that the arrest Sunday afternoon and said 3 male suspects were being treated for injuries at a hospital. Okay, they are among law enforcement's tally of 15 people shot. Okay, a motive for the shooting remains unclear. So they still don't know what the motive of the shooting, what it was about. But the officers responded to a flurry of 911 calls about shots being fired after 12:15 a.m. Sunday at 7th Street Truck Park. Okay, so a bar on a busy dining street stretch, okay, near downtown St. Paul. Okay, so they arrived to what Extel described earlier as a chaotic and hellish situation, you all. So more than a dozen gunshot victims dispersed around the scene. Okay, so yeah, you guys, it was chaotic there. It was a lot going on, you all. Welcome, my moderator in the building, Miss Latasha Parker. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Come on in. The House of Cynt Said It. Welcome. Yes, salute to all my sensations. So yeah, you guys, That shooting took place, and they don't know what the motive was to, the shooting on that left 14 injured. Yeah, so let's get back to it. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get back to sharing the screen so that we can take a look. Look back at it. Let's see what else they say. Okay, so hold on. So they said, okay, so we got to more than a dozen gunshot victims disappeared around the scene. So law enforcement officials work with Good Samaritans. Oh, so they talking about the Karens out there. My bad. They didn't mean to laugh. They ain't funny, y'all. But so they talked to a couple of Karens out there that helped them render some information, got information, and did a couple snitching and talking and stuff. So there were gunshot wound victims lying in the street outside the bar. Gunshot wound victims laying on the sidewalk outside the bar. So basically everywhere. I'm not going to read all of the rest of you guys. Basically, it was just a mess out there. Okay, so they say they can't remember anything like this ever happening though in St. Paul before. Okay, so this was just somewhere someone had tweeted about we're investigating a shooting that occurred on the 200 block of 7th Street West multiple that's hold on, let me go back, y'all, because y'all know I be fucking this shit up. Oh, let me slow my ass down. So, on the 200 block of the 7th Street West. Okay, so multiple people have been transported to area hospitals. We're currently gathering more information, and we'll have an update later this morning. No further information is available, you guys. Okay, so this says that the deceased victim, who was in her 20s, was pronounced dead at the scene and will be identified pending an autopsy. Okay, the 14 people injured are expected to survive. Okay, so yeah, hearts goes out to that woman that passed, you all. That's crazy. So yeah, every time you turn around, there's something going on where you can't do too much, you all. It's you have to be careful out there and be mindful of that. Okay, so I definitely wanted to touch on that. And so yeah, the next thing, before I even get off into and talk about Jelani Day, because that one is I'm gonna save that for last because I have a lot that I have to say about that. It just gives me so much of the Kanika Jenkins vibes, you guys, in Chicago. Allegedly, but again, I'm gonna get to that. And let me talk about Joel Osteen first before I get to that topic. I want to talk about Joel Osteen for a second and this $4.4 million of PPP loan money that he's paying back. I can remember when the hurricane came through, you guys, a couple of years ago, when those people were trying to have shelter to find somewhere to go because it was flood everywhere, right? Their homes were flooded. They didn't have nowhere to go. And allegedly, and I know that you guys can probably remember as well that there were members of his church that said, he wouldn't let them in his church. Okay. So when I heard this part about him paying back the $4.4 million of PPP money, allegedly because he got so much backlash. So is that the only reason why that you want to pay back the money? Or, I'm not make it make sense, but we're going to get into it. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen on that as well so that we can see what the hell going on over there at Lakewood Church, allegedly. Okay. Hold on. Let's close this out. And I'm not going to play that video. Okay. So Texas celebrity, a pastor. I don't know why they call him a celebrity. He's just a pastor. Okay. But anyway, Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church buckled to pressure and will repay $4.4 million in COVID-19 disaster loans meant for small businesses, according to a new report. Okay. So in a statement to the Houston Chronicle, Lakewood defended its decision to seek support from the Paycheck Protection Program and insisted that neither Osteen, who is reportedly worth $50 million, nor his wife received any of the money. Okay, that's what they're allegedly saying. They didn't receive any of the money. Okay. Like many organizations temporarily shuttered by the pandemic, this loan provided Lakewood Church short-term financial assistance in 2020, ensuring that its approximately 350 employees and their families would continue to receive a paycheck and full health care benefits. Okay, so a church rep told the paper Friday that the church's PPP payments came under scrutiny last December. Okay, so the nation's largest megachurch, okay, has 368 full-time and part-time employees, okay. At least 60 religious institutions in Texas receive PPP loans, okay. So this is what the Chronicle is saying, you guys. Hundreds more across the country also receive COVID-19 relief funding. Now, do you guys think that it was fair for him to receive the money after, because he's worth $50 million? So, but his defense is that he have over 360, let me see what he said, 368 employees, full-time and part-time, that he still have to pay. Those people still have to be paid. What do you all think about that? Do y'all think that he should have taken that money? Do y'all think he should repay the money? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Do you all think that he should stop? Yeah. So wonder what they did with it. Exactly. I don't know what they did with it. Exactly. It is supposed to be for employment. Yeah, so that's why I said, so the 368 employees that he had to pay them, but you were 50 million. So I don't know. Trust me, the IRS is getting all that PPP money back. Definitely getting all that PPP money back. Okay. Yeah. Definitely getting that PPP money back. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Joel Osteen. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of his is because of how he treated those people when they needed somewhere to go. And it was flooding and shit. And, they wouldn't let him in. And so even back then, when he got the backlash, he denied it and was saying that, he didn't deny nobody from coming in, but it was for the safety of them, because the building had been flooded prior to that and it had been remodeled, but they didn't want to take that risk of them being, under any danger. So that's the reason, that was his excuse for not allowing those people to come in the church. Okay. But first, the employees said that it wasn't them that, gave that final decision, that it was Joel. But Joel was like, he didn't give that decision at all, So I don't know. That's neither here nor there. They didn't let the people in. And that was my thing. So, yeah, they didn't let the people in there. So that's the problem that I had. But yeah, I'm also going to go ahead, you guys, and I want to get into, before I drop the link, if you guys want to come on the panel, no accountability, none whatsoever. No accountability whatsoever. Yeah, so before I drop the link, I am going to get into the story of Jelani Day, you guys, because this, again, and I cannot stress this enough, is just giving me all kind of Kanika Jenkins vibes of the whole story. And rest in peace to that sister again, because no justice still has come to her, and that is so weird for me. Nothing still has transpired in that case. Okay, but we are definitely going to talk about Jelani Day. I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce his name. That brother, rest in peace. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to share my screen because we got to talk about this. It's them people, they disgust me. They get on my goddamn nerve. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm sick of them. This is this brother. This was this handsome brother right here. Jelani Day, you guys, has such potential. Okay, such high hopes in life. Okay, was killed. Okay, justice for Jelani Day trends after the body of an Illinois teenager with organs missing was found. All right, y'all see this shit? His fucking organs was missing. Every time I read it, I get pissed, you guys. I get pissed. I'm telling you. Some bullshit. So an autopsy performed by a private forensic pathologist revealed that his jawbone had been sawed out. What the fuck? Okay. So they sawed his fucking jawbone out, you guys. So I'm not even gonna play none of that. But anyway, while the investigation into the death of Illinois student and aspiring doctor, now he was an aspiring doctor, you guys, Jelani Day, continues. Authorities have claimed the circumstances are unusual. No shit. Okay. As the mystery of his death grows, his family has said they suspect a foul, amend the investigation. A recently released report said Day's body had no organs when it was found. Now, we're going to stop right there. We got to talk about that, y'all. Okay. Very weird. It is very weird. Yes, you guys, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, it is absolutely free. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, you guys. Yes, right, yeah. Yes, you all. So when they found his body, had no organs in it. So this is why this is coming back, and this is allegedly coming back to Kanika Jenkins. And I'm going on this for a second. I'm going to go back to that because all this shit goes on in Illinois, allegedly. This is the damn state of fucking body snatchers around that motherfucker. I'm sick of them. I'm so sick of fucking Illinois, throw the whole goddamn state away. Okay? That's some bullshit, y'all. So we have an unsolved ass case with Kanika Jenkins, and they allegedly, the reason why that poor child body was in that fucking freezer because they were trying to preserve her organs. They was gonna take her shit. The way she had cuts on her from the middle of her fucking chest, from the leading down to her throat, and I forget what you call it. Me and Quisha was talking about it earlier. That is an incision where you start at one point to cut someone to remove their fucking organs, okay? So this is what I'm not understanding is allegedly, how come Kanika Jenkins' case never was solved? Okay, so now here we are with Jelani Day, and all this shit is they done already removed his body parts, his organs, I mean. Illinois has a lot of these weird cases. They absolutely have a lot of these weird ass cases. Absolutely, they do. Yes, they do. They do. And before I proceed, you guys, I am also on another platform, you guys, for my podcast called Spreaker. You guys can download the app. It's absolutely free. I am going to be over there more than YouTube a lot because I can speak, curse, say whatever I want to say without being censored. I don't have to worry about certain things that I have to watch what I say on YouTube. They took down my video about the V, the C, and all that. I have to just tiptoe around shit over here. So I'm taking my shit over to a platform where I can talk and say what the fuck I want to say, which is Spreaker. Okay, you guys, download the app. So yes, back to Jelani Day, you all. When they found him, his eyes were even missing. Okay, you had people were saying, well, his body was in the water for 12 days. His organs deteriorated. No, the fuck, they did not deteriorate. How the fuck your organs do not deteriorate like that? And if any type of animals or anything under the water was eating at him, don't you know his whole body would have been torn apart? It would have been unrecognizable. Why only the organs were missing? So I'm not buying that shit. Okay, at all. Absolutely not. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to it and see what else they had to say about this, because again, it's giving me all kind of Kanika Jenkins vibes, you all. It's the same bullshit, different fucking toilet. Okay, let's get to it. So okay, report in the Chicago Sun-Times said that Day's body had no eyeballs, only sockets. Okay, the corpse was reportedly missing his front, upper, and lower teeth. Okay, an autopsy performed by a private coroner revealed that his jawbone had been sawed out, you all. That is fucking horrible. Who the fuck, man? You know what? Okay, let me go on. The sister of the dead, a Arapaho woman, criticizes the color distortion in the media coverage of missing people. Day's family and her lawyer said that they couldn't find a brain, a liver, a spleen, no organs. Like, come on, y'all. The brain was gone, the liver, and the fucking spleen. That's that bullshit, y'all. According to a pathology report, the organs were completely liquefied, okay? Liquefied, whatever the fuck. They was gone, okay? The genitals were not identifiable. Attorney Haley M. Bessner, that she is trying to find scientific explanation for the heavily decayed body of Day. Okay, now let's stop there again. Stop there again, you all, because that disgusts me. Yes, absolutely. Sis, that made my stomach hurt too. That made my fucking stomach hurt. That shit, it just disgusts me to the core. Because this young man, and he was healthy. Okay, so they got not only a healthy black young man. This young man was smart. He was on his way to become a doctor. Okay, so they of course was going to shut that down because that's one more brother that now they don't have to worry about taking over some shit. Okay, because he's smart. Because this is again population control also allegedly. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna drop the link. And if you guys want to come on the panel, let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. I want to get into it. Because I honestly, when I first heard about it, because LaQuisha sent it to me and sent the article to me. And I had to read it a couple of times when I saw the eyes and all this other parts was missing. It was I just couldn't believe it. Welcome. Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yes. Hey, sensations. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to speak on this, and I'm speaking on this because this just like said, this brought up so many memories. We were so obsessed with the Kanika Jenkins case. To this day, that still bothers us, the way that happened. And with these cases, and these are just the ones we are hearing about that are making headlines. I'm sure there's more because if anybody knows about Chicago, it's a lot of murder there of younger black people. And just so happened this young man's mother, she had the money to hire her own, person to do an autopsy as well. How many other people do you think have that money to do that? Of all those people that lose their life all the time, you know. So I mean, I just think about it, and it makes me wonder, how many of these other cases, because and whether people want to believe it or not, organ harvesting is a thing. It is definitely a thing. And the state of Illinois has become like, it's weird, it's weird. And we also need to look at the amount of people, young black people, that come up deceased there, they say, allegedly by gang violence and allegedly random shootings and stuff like that. It's just weird. I was referring to the movie Get Out, right? If you think about a lot of the movies that we've seen, these movies are inspired by something, right? You think about anybody who haven't seen the movie. Basically, the movie is just showing that um, Caucasian people were stealing the organs from young black people because genetically in history we have been proven to be physically stronger, and sometimes, and smarter. This is just my opinion, allegedly. You can
Yeah.
do the research or you can watch the movie yourself. And so this all comes together at this point now because you're thinking about, and then I can't remember the other guy. What was the other guy name back in 2013, Cynthia, that they found rolled up in a mat
Um. Oh. Oh wow. We
and his
just
organs were missing?
he
It
was
was a big
in
case
Georgia.
also.
Yeah, that was in Georgia. Let me pull it up.
I say that to say because that was a big case as well. And
Yeah,
his organs was missing as well.
I don't remember his name. But that was and that happened in Georgia. So yeah, that also was a mystery because they have that's unsolved as well.
Yeah, you know.
So I'm not understanding like make it make sense. We got all these unsolved uh, cases where organs are missing and they trying to sweep it under the rug. What's
Yeah,
going on with that?
yeah. They
Yeah,
sweep
that's it. That's
it up.
him, Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson. That's exactly him,
That's
Latasha.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that
him.
is him.
Yeah, but these are just cases that just happen to make the headlines. Think about all the cases that probably didn't make the headlines.
That's true.
You know, and how long these people, this coroner office held this young man's body from his mother for 30 days. Didn't
Mhm.
even she was still didn't even tell her they had him. She was still thinking he was lost.
Mhm.
You
That's
know,
the
it's
bad
it's
part
just
about it.
so much weird stuff around these situations is, and that's why it brings us back to the Kanika Jenkins, because
Yeah.
that whole situation was so weird.
Yes.
Even the videos of that, her going through the hallway and stuff,
Mhm.
it was just all so spooky and so
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah. And we covered that.
Yeah,
We was into that.
yeah,
Into that story. We did a lot of research and investigating on our own.
right.
Figure a lot of that. We watched videos. We took hours of
And
time.
to this day it still bothers me.
It
That's
still
why
bothers. But
this
yeah.
case triggered me so much, because
Mhm.
it took me back to 2017,
Yeah.
and I was just like, wait a minute, are they still doing this?
Yeah. The same thing. Like I don't know what the hell is going on in Chicago and why is 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 nobody is they're not they're not doing anything about it. This one of theirs you know speaking up about it. But it, like I said, it happens on a daily basis. Like as we speak right now, someone is probably being kidnapped right now, allegedly being taken right now. So they were, this is how regular and random that is going on in Illinois. It's crazy. Can you all hear me?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay. Yeah. So Tasha said it's to the point that I'm scared for my daughter in college. Yeah. Yeah.
What about now, you all?
It's messing up real bad. I'm gonna get back down in the comments, maybe it'll clear up.
How is it now?
It's good now, but see, as soon as you start talking, it
Well,
goes.
you know that you already know what it's about. It's about what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's good now.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is definitely going to be another one of those cases where research, hours of research, you
It's breaking
know,
up again. Let me get. I'm gonna get back down in the comments, Cynthia, because
okay.
it keeps breaking up.
Okay, you guys, let me know. Okay, can you all hear me? How is the sound, you all? Okay, how is the sound? Let me know, is the sound okay now? Let me know. Drop a one in the chat if the sound is better now. Drop a one in the chat and let me know how to sound. Is the sound okay? It's good. It's not good. Okay, then I am going to go ahead and end this live, and we will continue or come back and continue this topic, because apparently this is not a topic they want me to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to go live on Spreaker, you guys. I'm going to upload an episode on Spreaker. Again, download the app. It's Spreaker. It's absolutely free. That is my new podcast platform, you guys, where you can download the app. Because over there, we won't have to worry about all this. YouTube do not want me to talk or speak on certain issues, and that's fine. So I would take my topics to the platform that will allow me to say what the fuck I want to say. Okay. So yeah, you guys, we touched and talked about Joel Osteen, the shooting that took place in St. Paul, Minnesota, and also Jelani Day, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the links as I always do after the video in the comments, so you guys can look at the articles and the topic. Okay, and again, prayers out to my kids' father's side of the family, and also my side of the family, for the loved ones that we lost this week. You guys keep all of us in your prayers, and you guys stay safe as well. Until the next live, you guys, with my sensations, you all be safe and hit that subscribe button as well on your way in.